Well, hello guys, it's Joel. We're back here in the 7th level reptile snake shed for another little update video. Today I'm actually going to update you on the progress of breeding my hognose snakes. If you follow the channel for a little while, you know I picked up 3 adult hognose back in August at the NRBE show in Daytona Beach, Florida. Well, one's a sub-adult and 2 adults. But they're all up to age and size to breed, and so I just pulled them out of brumation. I did a video a few months back, explaining the brumation process and how I was setting them up, but that actually turned into quite an adventure. As you know, this is my first year actually breeding hognose snakes, and I had them all set up. I had taken them through tiers of cooling down before I put them in the wine cooler to cool down the rest of the way. And I put them in there in the evening and allowed them to cool down overnight to the temperature that I wanted to hold them at. And I came in to check the next morning to discover that the temperature had actually gone up overnight, which I thought was odd. So I took my temp gun. I had 2 different temp sensors in the cooler with them, and all of them showed that the temperature had gone up, and it essentially, even though they were in the wine cooler, had essentially matched the temperature or close to it that was in the snake shed. And so I took it out. I thought maybe it's just too warm in here. I took it out. I moved it into the coldest room in my house, which stays a few degrees colder than everywhere else in the house. And even in there, it got up to the point to where in the next morning it was warmer in the cooler than it was outside the room by 1 degree. So basically it was matching and actually a little warmer. So that was odd. Come to find out, it just wasn't working. It would not cool at all. So I had to contact the manufacturer. I went through all their troubleshooting steps, and it just was a defective unit that would not cool at all. They even made me cut the cord and send them pictures of the cord cut to show that I wasn't lying. And then they sent me a new unit. Unfortunately, even though I bought it online through Walmart on Black Friday sale, I actually had to wait for them to ship me a new unit from, you guessed it, China. So it took a while, and I was delayed getting them actually cooled down. But I think in the long run, it'll actually work out better for me in a way, in that now they don't want the cooler back. So I have an extra wine fridge that doesn't work, and I'm planning to actually turn that into an incubator. I'll do a video on that probably. But I'm going to turn it into an incubator to use specifically for the hognose when those eggs come, because the hognose eggs incubate at a lower temperature than ball python eggs do. So that way I can do my ball python eggs in the normal incubator and have a separate incubator for the hognose eggs in case there is an overlap, which there probably will be. So in a way that kind of turned out better, but it was frustrating in the moment. Anyway, all that to say, we got through 2.5 months of brumation, and on March 1st, I pulled them out. I started by just warming them up for the day. I unplugged the, the wine cooler and just cracked the door open ever so slightly so the temperature could slowly rise back up to room temperature in the house, which this time of year is in the high 60s, low 70s during the day. So I just let that cycle for a day. After that, I moved them back here into the snake room and put them back in their normal tubs with no extra heat, just the heat of the room, the ambient temperature, which actually is about 80 degrees normally. It's a little cooler on the floor, so I've got them in the lowest section possible, and I gave them 2 full days, plus a little because it was overnight, in just the ambient temperatures, and then this morning came back in, plugged in the heat tape, so they're getting back up to their normal temperature range. So they should be good to go. Today I'm going to offer them food. So in a minute here, once these mice thaw, we're going to take a look together and see. They should be hungry after 2.5 months of brumation with no food, but we're going to all check it out together. I'll show you what it looked like when I pulled them out of their containers and got them squared away. And then we'll take a look at them, hopefully eating their mice, and then we'll kind of wrap it up here. But I hope you enjoy. I'm really excited to get to handle these babies again and see them. They're awesome. I really missed playing with them over the last couple months, so it was a lot of fun to get to pull them out, even though I won't be playing with them much over the next couple of months as they hopefully start producing eggs for me. So glad to take you along on the journey, and let's take a look at them now. Well, hey everybody, it is time to bring my hognose snakes out of brumation. So I thought I would just record me pulling them out for the first time, and I'm putting them back in their enclosures. I got them all set up for them. Hey there, baby. Hi. I missed you. Look at you. Look at her, nice, beautiful girl. Still moving slow, so I can't see what I'm looking at. Sorry, hopefully she's on the camera. I actually turned off the refrigerator yesterday morning and left them in the house to get up to room temperature all day, since that's obviously cooler than here in the snake room. And then now I've just pulled them out, and I'm got their tubs all set up and getting them back into the rack for the next 2 days. I'll just let them sit probably the rest of today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. Just let them sit at snake room temperature before I turn their hot spots back on. And then once I do that, I'll go ahead and feed them right away, and we'll see how they do. But I just thought I'd take a quick clip. My phone's dying, but wanted just to get a look at them as we pull them out here. Ain't she's so awesome. All right, here you go, Lulu. There you go. All right, we'll put her up. Sorry, no camera person today, so it's just me like normal, so I can only give you certain glimpses. These ones I did tape shut just in case. They do have holes, air holes in the side, and I'll talk about this a little bit more later, but I just wanted to capture this. So it'll probably be earlier in the video, but later than right now. Look at our little dude. He's all covered in dirt. Hey, buddy. How are you, Waka? Hey. Hey. He's like, what's going on? Aren't they funny? He's just been burrowing, trying to stay warm. So he's covered in this coconut core. But look at that tongue flicking. He's coming back to normal. Our little albino Arctic male here. So he's a good size. So hopefully we'll get him a meal, get him paired up, and hopefully we'll have eggs before too long. Hey, buddy. I got your home and your hide all set up for you. Here you go, Waka. All right. And last, we'll do our tiger albino girl. Riku, I think she's the only one that I really need to be careful with, because she has always liked to eat. Hopefully she'll still be slowed down enough that she'll be calm like the other two, but if anyone's gonna try and swallow my finger, this would be the girl. Hey, darling. You gonna be good? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you did a lot of digging. Did a lot of burrowing. And I know it's probably not focused real well. You can see the whole head full of dirt, and they'll crawl around and they'll get cleaned up. I'm not actually going to clean them off here because that's kind of what they do, but they've got their fresh coconut core. Actually, I need to add a little bit more to her enclosure before I put her in there, but I just thought I'd share them with you, pull them out of brumation. I wish I could play with them. I won't play with them too much because we're going to start pairing as soon as they get a meal in them in a few days. Hopefully they'll all go right back on food. I'm sure they're hungry. Ain't she gorgeous? Tiger albino. Well, that's it for now. We'll see you later. Well, all right. Let's see if little miss is ready to eat after being in brumation for several months. And she's up in her hide. She was getting hissy with me when I checked on her this morning. Come on out. Let's see if she's hungry. Can you come out? All right. I know you're hungry. You're the one who eats everything. She's hidden. She's buried there. So let's see if we can get her to come on out. See if you can see that there. You want some dinner? I know you're hungry after a couple months. Come on. Yeah. Scary. Well, I figured she would take... She's the only one that would eat rats when I first got them, before I got any mice. She's not flicking her tongue or anything, so, well, we'll move on to the next one, and we'll try her again at the end. Let's see if she's more in the mood. Alright, so let's switch over here and see if Big Mama Lulu wants one. Well, she's hiding now too. You hungry? You hungry? Flick your tongue, smell it. Well, this is a surprise to me. Alright, let's see if we can... It's right here. What if I leave it there for you? Will you take it? Alright, we're going to leave it there for a little while and see. No! Tip you over there. Alright, one more try. Alright. All of them hiding today. Hey, little buddy. You in there? You hungry? Yeah, he's tucked up in there nice and tight. Coiled up. You hungry? Oh, you sound scary. Oh my goodness. Oh no. You see, that's false striking. He's just trying to appear scary. And then he's hissing at me. I need you to open your mouth. He's not even open his mouth. Well, maybe we need to give you a few more days with the heat before we try again. How about that? Oh my goodness. Such a drama noodle. Look at that. Alright, well. Oh my goodness. Oh no. I'm afeared for my life. Alright, well, it looks like all we're going to get is drama tonight. Unfortunately, well, we'll try again in a few days. Alright, so it's been a week and we're going to try feeding the hogs again and see if they're a little more ready than they were last week. Now they've had some time to get back in their homes and warmed up. Let's see if we can find little miss. Oh, there she is. You hungry finally? I have a feeling. What you think? Give him a little kiss. I know you gotta be hungry. Alright, well, strike out there. We'll try again in an hour or so. Let's see if Big Mama is hungry. Hey, Big Mama, how about you? You want your mouse? Where are you going? Seriously? I figured coming out of brumation they would all be quite hungry, but none of them seem to want to eat. This one, we can't even find him. He's under here somewhere. Yep. Hey, you hungry? I hear you. I hear you. You're scary. I see you. Look at how scary you are. Let's get back in your tub. All right, so I don't have a mic hooked up or anything, but it's been about an hour and a half, and I came back in to try again, and after a little dramatic show, little mister did finally decide to open his mouth and take his mouse. So hopefully this is a good sign for all of them. Man, he's a drama noodle, but I'm glad to see him finally eating, and he definitely is acting like he was ready for it. Look at him go. You can even see his reflection there in the tub. Now he's chowing down like he hadn't eaten in 3 months. So awesome. All right, well, there you have it. They're all out of brumation and seem to be doing well, but they're just not quite on the feed train. Thankfully, we had the male Waka come back in and actually take some food. It still took a little coaxing after the unsuccessful attempts. I didn't actually film it, of course, until after he had grabbed it. But so that was a good sign. The other two ladies still would not eat, but that's okay. Nothing to be worried about yet. They're just getting back to normal. So we're going to make sure that everything is right with their environment, and their temperatures and humidity and all that stuff is where it needs to be. Seems fine, but maybe they just need a little bit more time, which is okay. So anyway, I wanted to get this video out so I had something to share with you guys this weekend. So I'm going to post it as it is, and hopefully we'll have some more updates later, which will include eggs and hognose babies. So thank you so much for joining me. As always, I want to remind you to share the love of reptiles with anybody you can, and I'll see you guys next time.